Hey guys, and welcome to the second episode of my FIFA 17 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. And yeah, we start off with just, I think, selling this player here. He went for 10k, because of the new MLS squad builder thing. We had him, we packed in the last episode from the starter pack. You know, that's pretty decent, 10k right there. And yeah, we just go look at the squad building challenges now. And I just did the first starter ones, which are pretty easy. You know, I think there's 4-player one, a 3-player one, and a 1-player one. And you just have to use bronze players to get a little bit of chemistry. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So we get that one done there, and then the last one, which is 4 players, which is the CDM, the centre mid. Oh no, the CDM, the left mid, the right mid, and the cam. And yeah, once again, it's pretty simple. So we do all 3 of those, and I think we get the group one. I think it's like a loan pack maybe. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, done our first squad building challenge. I want to do the David Villa one before it expires, but I'm just waiting for the weekend league rewards to be released till I do that. So by the time this video actually goes up, you know, I'll probably have done it. But yeah, anyway, we open up these packs. Don't really get anything too much in them, I don't think. I think I just store it all to the club, apart from, you know, some of the stuff. And yeah, we get the coins there. Open the premium bronze players pack. I was hoping we could get an MLS player in here from a different league, and I thought at the start that I got one of the Ligue 1 players, and that bronze one probably would have gone for quite a bit. But unfortunately, he was from the League 2 from France. But yeah, anyway, we go into the it was a 2 players pack. That's right. It wasn't a lone player pack, and we get Sporty Yellow, who's a decent player. At least we got a rare gold, and we get this Campos guy. I think they're untradeable as well. So yeah. Anyway, we go claim these rewards. We get the lone player reward pack. Open that up. We get, you know, he's a decent player, but he's not really going for too much. I probably won't use him, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, first exchange, we get another, this time a premium lone player pack. I think we get Areola. And yeah, I decided to use this badge, even though I had just changed it to the other one. I decided, oh, you know what, I'll use that. And yeah, right now we're trying to also save our coins. So the reason why I'm not buying any players is because I'm trying to get their David Villa, who I think will be great. Put him in with Morata and Asensio or something like that. It'll be a great little team we have for like the lower divisions. Anyway, we keep moving on, and I think this one was actually quite annoying because it was one of them, the going shopping, you have to buy a consumable. So I went and bought a consumable, I bid on it for like 150 and it doesn't count. Apparently you have to actually buy it now, which is a little bit annoying. So I went and bought it now, and once again just have the club name the same. They always change the abbreviation, which is annoying when you go into it. But we complete the manager task, so I think we get a gold pack, and we also get this bronze pack here. Didn't really get anyone in it that was any use to us, so I quick salvos. I actually kept that badge because I'm like, you know, maybe I'll use it at some point. It's quite a nice badge. And yeah, we get the premium gold pack here. We're gonna open it. We're gonna get anything good. Not really, you know, we get fucking non-rare. However, we get a rare silver in there, but once again, there's just no one that's really gonna sell. We get that Rico guy, and yeah. Anyway, we go into here now and just look at the teams I've, you know, sort of bought. I bought those 2 there, and then I decided to buy the full. I bought Morata and I think it was Ben Yedder. Yeah, that's the one I didn't have. And then I bought some more non-rares. And then I save up my coins to get the other stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we buy Ben Yedder here. 900 coins, what a steal. Morata's like a pretty good price as well. Because I've only ever used him. I barely ever used him at all until recently on my main account, where I decided to just try him out. But, you know, he's a pretty decent player. So he's a player that we'll be able to keep for a long time. And I want him to sit up top with, you know, David Villa. Maybe at some point I'll get the squad building challenge Giovinco, making a nice little hybrid with him and Pirlo, and just, you know, Koke sitting in behind with like Marquisio on the right maybe. But you know, we'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, moving on, come up against this guy, and I was just like, oh shit, you know, first game in Div 9, and he's got purple Hazard, purple Sterling. Oh no, this is still Div 10, never mind. And I was like, you know, I mean, it's Division 10, but he's got this team. I was like a little bit worried. Right here, we get off to a great start with Correa. We make it 1-0 in the 8th minute. And yeah, we play the rest of Division 10 in this episode I can tell you about now. You see how we go. We actually struggle in a couple of games, but you know, overall it's Division 10, it's not too hard. We make it 2-0 there from a corner, and yeah, it's a pretty decent 2-0 lead against this guy. You know, I was worried going into the game, but you know, after I actually got into it, I realised he was just sliding all over the place, and it wasn't going to be that difficult as we score another goal there to make it 3-0 in the 16th minute with Alexandra Pato. So yeah, pretty darn simple so far, and hopefully, you know, the rest of the divisions are just as easy. I mean, they won't be, but you never know. Right here, Angel Correa goes on the ball, goes round his man, and we make it 4-0. So I was expecting at this point to rage quit. You know, he's got that team, he doesn't really need the coins, he doesn't really need to stay in the game. You know, it's 4-0 after 20 minutes. But, you know, he doesn't quit, so I try to score another one, try to chip the goalkeeper, it falls back to me. Luckily, they save, and we get very lucky to score with Angel Correa there to make it 5-0, just 25 minutes gone. And, you know, they're still here, which is surprising. Like, I really thought he would have quit by now, but, you know, he just stuck in there. And eventually that is how the half finishes. You know, easy game so far, we've been dominating. Right here, 52nd minute, and I actually concede a pretty bullshit goal. As you can see there, my player trips over and then bang. Like, jeez, there's nothing you can do about that. What a strike from Pereira. And I really didn't think he was going to get that in, but, you know, it went in. 5-1 the score, and that is how the game ended. I didn't really try to attack too much after that. Like, I had a few more shots and attacked a little bit, but I don't really do too much after the 5 goals. And yeah, 5-1 the final score. So that's 2 wins now in Division 10, and we go up against this guy here. Team name Squad Up, and you know, we'll see what his squad like. And once again, you know, they got pretty decent side. They got Kante, Fabregas, Otamendi, Alderweireld, Musa, who I absolutely hate, Faguli, Bellerin, Rose, Schmeichel, and Morales. And it's like, it's a very solid side. And we go into the first 0-0 after 45 minutes, and I was like, fucking hell, I just couldn't score that half. Right here, we get very lucky to take the lead with Benyetta. It was not the greatest shot, but it went in. It was very lucky for him to get the ball in the first place and then get round his man. But, you know, I'll take it, a 1-0 lead, and, you know, it was just after half time, and I felt a little bit better now that I should go. I thought this whole game was going to go 0-0. Honestly, like, it was such a dull game. But right here, we get the ball again. Benyetta slots it home to make it 2-0. Nice little scoot turn and finish at the near post to make it 2-0 after right on the hour mark. And yeah, it's, you know, giving us a lead. And I was still a little bit worried because this guy was creating a couple of chances, but you never know with FIFA. So right here, I play it over to, I'm not actually, I think, Fornales or something like that. I'm not really too sure. And he makes it 3-0. And yeah, we play over to Benyetta now, and like, we've won this game at this point. Morata with a nice little roulette, goes round his man, holds off the defender, and finishes it to make it 4-0. And that is the dagger. It is game over, and he rage quits. We finally get a rage quit. Been waiting for a while for that. And you know, 4-0 final score. Morata scoring 1, Benyetta scoring 2, and Fornales scoring another 1. And yeah, I don't know why I left this in. I completely forgot to edit out, you know, the fucking screen where it's just loading. Anyway, we get the fucking rage quit, and it's 4-0 final score. And so that's 3 wins now in Division 10, so we should easily be able to get the last one, or so I thought, as this game proved to be quite frustrating for a Division 10 game. I made 2 teams, by the way, so I got Team 1, Team 2, which is just so I didn't, like, I was just swapping them out every match from the bench, and I was like, why not just make another squad and just have to press, like, 3 buttons rather than, you know, a lot more. Anyway, we go into this one against this guy, and, you know, he had an alright team. Like, it wasn't great. It's better than ours, but it was, like, the worst one of this episode so far. The other 2 had way better teams, and he had that guy off came up there. I was, like, kind of like, why? Maybe an injury or red card or something. Anyway, Morata's on the ball. We go through. We get, you know, sort of fouled, but it doesn't really matter. We get 1-0. Very lucky there to actually, like, finish that, but he probably should have finished it first time. Anyway, we go 1-0 up just after 5 minutes, and yeah, he pauses the game after kickoff, and, you know, I'm caught a little bit static, and he just does this. He just runs down the line, passes in. I can tell you that now, he did this like off every kickoff. And after that first one, I expected every single pass. Like I tried to stop it. Tell you now, I just couldn't. We make it 2-1 here with Angel Correa, and yeah. For the first half, I was going to say, his only shots came off those kickoff shots. Alright, those were the only shots he had the entire freaking half. Right here, we go on the ball again. Angel Correa passes to Kolak to make it 3-1. They didn't score off the last kickoff, luckily. However, they are about to score off this one. Spoiler alert. As we get the goal just shortly after, as you can see, we're still in the 21st minute. Gibbs plays it over to Cornet right here. Like, I expected this pass inside. I tried to stop it. I tried to get in front of him. I just couldn't. They make it 3-2. That was a little bit bad defending. And I was just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, you know. Another kickoff goal. And it was like getting a little bit annoying now. I decide with Medrian to play it through to Roberto, who gets tackled, gets the ball back. Roberto tries to finish it, saved by the goalkeeper. Once again, a pretty lucky goal. But both his goals are being kickoffs. And now, he'd paused the game at like 3 times at this point. It was like really annoying. So I decided to switch him. Just to, you know, try in his head. And he scores yet another kickoff goal, as you can see right here. I read that pass. Right here, read that pass. Tried to stop it. I knew he was passing back outside. No one was there. Cornet, I see that pass. I tackle him. He doesn't even get a shot away. And that is just bullshit. Like, come on now. That was the most BS own goal I have ever seen. Like, I don't even know. It took like 4 different bounces, and then my goalkeeper just kicks it into his own net. He only had 2 shots the entire game. Got 3 goals. And, you know, it's 4-3 at halftime. I was like a little bit annoyed. Then the second half, no one could score until the 82nd minute when I run down, square it across to Morata, and I just decide to shush him because, fuck it, why not? He's been a dick the whole game. He's shit. I deserve to be winning by a lot more. I was frustrated, so I sweated it across and I shushed him. Just to, you know, try to get in his head once again, and this time it actually worked. He didn't go ahead and score off kickoff. Instead, we counter-attack in the 86th minute. We get another ball down to Correa, and once again the sweat's on. Triple tap across goal. Morata finishes it to make it 6-3 in the 87th minute. And that is GG. Shush him again. Do the dead fish celebration. And yeah. So that was pretty much a good end to the game. But we weren't done there, I can tell you that much. There's more coming. There's another goal. Morata over to Angel Correa. Angel Correa skips around his man, smashes it far post with the driven shot, and yeah, we make it 7-3. Another dead fish celebration. And yeah, that's basically it for this game. We win Division 10 now. We won that one 7-3. You know, he wasn't too bad as an opponent, but he really didn't deserve the 3 goals. He only had those 2 shots the entire game, and he scored 3. But, you know, that doesn't really matter. We win Division 10. We go into Division 9, which will be in the next episode. If you have enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that.